Welcome back to Pete's Dugout. This is episode number 6 of my Coventry City career mode, and today we have 3 more games, an academy update and a little chat about football in the real world. First up, we take a look at the league table to remind ourselves that we are currently third with a game in hand on both Sheffield and Watford, and as we look ahead to October, we are going to be facing both of those teams in the coming weeks. That's going to be a huge test for our hopes of promotion this year, and I cannot wait. Before we can think about that though, we have a trip to Wales, yes, back to the motherland for a tough game against Cardiff, who are struggling down near the relegation zone to start the season. 2 changes as Burrows comes in at left back to give Bidwell a rest, and Sheaf still has a knock from the last game, so Allen steps in there. And we get things underway 3 minutes in as Max Waters clatters into Edwards from behind, and this is a red card all day. The referee bottles the decision and produces a yellow, but I was absolutely furious. Where is VAR when you need it? Although, based on VAR decisions last weekend, that probably wouldn't have been overturned here either. But anyway, 6 minutes in, and I try to keep my composure and start our first attack. O'Hare switches play to the right and makes his way into the box. Blackman finds Haymo, spots O'Hare with a little dink, and he volleys it home. 1-0 Coventry, and a perfect way to start the game. Cardiff looked to respond immediately though, and despite Hamer's best efforts with an excellent tackle, he can't keep the ball under control. Wintle recovers, Rinomota plays in Waters, and he shouldn't even be on the field. The striker levels the game at 1-1 with a powerful effort into the bottom corner, and of course it was him. That leveller really got Cardiff going as White is played down the left wing. He holds it up well and waits for the overlap from Collins. The ball is played into Waters and Edwards is there to block the shot, and Sawyer's acrobatic effort hits the side netting. So an end-to-end game so far as we look to attack the right hand side again. Allen skips past the challenge and patiently waits for the right time to release O'Hare, looking for his second of the game, but his shot from just outside the box is saved by Allsop. But positive signs though, and we stayed on top down the left, this time with Bapega. His cross is cleared to the edge of the box, and Allen picks out Hamer, who unleashes another effort from outside the box, and again the Cardiff shot stopper puts it behind. One more chance now before half time, and it goes to Cardiff. Ruben Colwell breezes past a missed-time tackle from Burrows. He keeps attacking before squaring across to White, and Ronin comes off his line to close the angle and push it behind for a corner. So an entertaining first half finishes with the scores level at 1-1, and I march straight over to the ref at half time to ask about that clear red card that wasn't given to the Cardiff goalscorer. As you can tell, I am still not over it. But I made one change at the break with Tavsan coming on in place of Ganelli, and we get back underway just before the hour mark with Cardiff on the attack, and I'm speechless. How on earth is that a penalty? And of course we knew exactly who was going to take the pen, avoids red in the opening minutes for a dangerous tackle, and puts Cardiff into the lead with his second of the game. Don't you just love football? But Palmer and Eccles came on just past the 70-minute mark for the tiring O'Hare and Hamer as we look to make a response. Allen switches play to Bapega down the left, and he plays into the overlapping Burrows. The ball is played into the front man Gyökeres, who tries to catch the keeper out with a first-time volley, and Allsop parries behind. Allen spreads the ball wide to Bapega once again as we look to move the ball quickly. The ball makes its way back to Allen. He shoots from outside the box, but Allsop gets a strong hand to it. I knew I needed to get closer to goal to really pose a threat, and we did just that with the corner. Hamer plays it in and Gyökeres gets his head to it, but Allsop makes another save from close range. 5 minutes to go now, and Blackman makes a key interception. Allen breaks forward as Gyökeres bends his run into the box. Allen finds the striker and he hits it first time, and what a finish from Victor Gyökeres from such a tight angle to tie the game. It's 2-2. So I knew I needed to keep a level head, and I made a quick sub for fresh legs as Blackman makes way for Dabo, and we're into added time as Cardiff look to find a winner with my players scrambling back. Colwell picks out Robinson through on goal, and he hammers home to make it 3-2 to Cardiff with 2 minutes to play. It's devastating for Coventry after battling back from 2-1 down, and we are on the brink. But we had one more chance, and this had to be perfect. Allen plays a ball over the top to Burrows. He fires a dangerous pass into Palmer inside the box, who turns, and it's there. Would you believe it? Right at the death with the last kick of the game. Coventry fight back to claim a point, and what a final 10 minutes that was. So everyone take a breather. Following the game, we had a quick scouting update where we promoted 2 players in Jay Watkins and Peter Howard. I'm quite happy to have a lot of players in the academy within reason because it's just realistic that some will work out and others won't. But a quick look at the 17-year-old Jay, who comes in at 58 overall. Decent base stats already, and I changed his position to left wing so we can train him as an inverted winger. Howard is only 15, but 5-star skill moves and a 4-star weak foot is exciting. He's very raw right now with very low finishing, so we put him on the poacher development plan to work on that and his attacking work rate. And next up, we are back at home against 3rd place Sheffield United. A point in the last game was enough to leapfrog the Blades on goal difference and a big opportunity to create some space between us in the table. Bidwell comes in at left back, Dabo's in at right back, Tavsan reclaims his spot at right wing, Palmer is given a chance at left wing today, and I made a big change at the back with Rose coming in for Edwards. I'm not happy with how many goals we've been conceding as of late. 17 goals in 11 games, which is just not good enough for a team battling for promotion, so I needed to try something different. We pick up the action as the ball is played into Tavsan down the right. He dribbles into the box but wants one too many touches and the chance is gone. Hamer did go down after an aerial duel, but he tried to soldier on, and 25 minutes in he finds Tavsan again working the right hand side. He plays a brilliant through ball to Dabo, which takes out the defenders. Dabo takes a touch, plays the ball across the face of goal, and Gyokeres' diving header is straight at the keeper and he saves. That really should have been 1-0. But we kept battling forward, and 35 minutes in we won a throw-in. The ball is played through to O'Hare, who pulls it back to the wounded Hamer, who shoots from 25 yards, and it's a goal. Hamer catches the keeper out with a well-placed effort, but it doesn't have much venom behind it if I'm honest, and the keeper will be really disappointed with that one. As we head into the break, 1 goal to the good. Second half action now, and I did decide to take Hamer off as a precaution despite his goal, with Eccles coming on in his place. Fingers crossed it's just a bruise and he won't miss any time as Tavsan dribbles past Osborne. The Dutch winger paces forward all the way into the box and shoots from close range. It's saved but drops to Gyokeres, whose effort is blocked. We work the ball back around to O'Hare, who beats the keeper from just outside the box, and I think he might be on the phone to Gareth for a call-up with that celebration. So it's 2-0, and straight after the goal we were back on the attack with Bidwell down the left. He cuts inside and plays a lovely pass through to Palmer behind the defenders before dinking it over to O'Hare, and he's denied his brace by the inside of the post and the Blades are able to clear. Sheffield did try to give themselves a lifeline just past the hour mark as Bogle finds space down the right. He plays a cross into a dangerous area to find McBurney, who bullies Eccles in the air to win the header, and Ronin has to make a diving save. But time for subs now, and with a 2-goal lead I put Sheaf, Gyokeres and Palmer on ice for Allen, Ganelli and Godin. From the resulting corner, Sheffield passed the ball around patiently, looking for a way into the heart of my defence. We do a good job initially, but Norwood finds McBurney, who chests it down, hits it on the volley, and Ronin beats it up in the air before collecting. Ronin then sets Ganelli away on the break, and oh my goodness, that's an outrageous lunge from Koita, and of course it's just a yellow. What is going on with these championship referees? And also, what is he doing playing for Sheffield United? But anyway, just over 10 minutes to go now, and Ganelli threads a superb pinpoint pass to Godin. Foderingham gets a hand to the shot and it's off the post. The pass alone deserves a goal, but we just can't kill the game off. But we attack again through Bidwell, who slots in Eccles. The youngster plays it through the gap to Godin, who goes for an audacious chip, and it's off the bar. But he follows his shot and he's able to head home the rebound, and finally we get the goal to make it 3-0. We really turned the style on in the final 10 minutes, and we were looking for more as Allen finds O'Hare through the middle. He plays it back to Allen, who runs onto it first time, and his shot drifts wide of the post. There was chance for one more attack as Panzo heads the ball to Godin. He holds the ball up well and chips the ball to O'Hare. The ball is behind him, but he does well to chest down and spot the run of Tavsan, who smashes a half volley towards goal, and wow! Foderingham pulls off a worldie of a save to keep the score a respectable 3-0, and that's going to do it. Surprisingly, Sheffield created very little and were never in the game, and it's a very comfortable win for the Sky Blues. More importantly, as we head back into the office, we thankfully find that Hamer's injury is just yet another bruised shoulder. And we also see that Jay Watkins' position change is now complete, and as I said earlier, we've put him on the inverted winger plan. So, on to the final game of today, and we are at home to 20th place Reading. I've got to be honest, the last person I wanted to see after all these challenges had been flying in on my players is Andy Carroll after his antics in the FA Cup. But I named an unchanged side after the convincing 3-0 win last time out, hoping for the same outcome, and we get the game going from kick-off with Palmer in space down the left wing. He cuts inside and sends Gyökeres on a run into the box. The makeshift winger plays a ball over the top and Lumley has had an absolute nightmare. The ball crosses the line after some dreadful goalkeeping and it's 1-0 inside 2 minutes. So that's goal number 20 for the Swedish international, but there was no time to get complacent as Reading looked to respond immediately. A failed clearance finds its way through to Mate, who shoots and Ronin makes a brilliant save. 19 minutes in now as Sheaf makes a nice turn in midfield and sets Palmer on a run. He surveys his options, cuts back inside and it's another shocking tackle. Palmer is taken out and I was rocking at this point. We must be the most hated team in the league. But we couldn't make use of the free kick with Hamer hitting a tame effort at Lumley. Someone really needs to get in the comments below and give me some tips on free kicks because I just can't get them right. But as Lumley hoops the ball forward, we win it back through Sheaf. His header finds Gyökeres, who feeds through to O'Hare. He squeezes an inch-perfect pass to Tavsam before continuing his run on goal. Tavsam puts it on a plate and O'Hare finishes the job. 2-0 to Coventry and some breathing room at last. O'Hare has been so good in the last few games and his goals have been crucial, but Reading look to respond again following the goal as they keep the ball moving quickly. Harrell plays in Forner, who shot cannons off the crossbar and the rebound falls straight to Mate and he fires a volley into the back of the net. Nothing Ronin could do about that one and it's 2-1. So that's it for the first half action and we head into the break leading by just the 1 goal. The second half was very uneventful with neither team able to create many concrete chances, but Reading did have one more chance to level the game. Ince plays it in near post, Ronin parries the header across his goal line and Sarr, how has he missed? It's an open goal from a yard away and he squandered it. A perfect opportunity to win his team a point and somehow he misses the target completely. So we hang on there at the end to claim all 3 points and make it 7 out of a possible 9 today. We're in a really good run of form at the moment and at the very start of the next episode we're away at Vicarage Road to league leaders Watford, so get your popcorn ready for that one. But that's going to do it for another episode of FIFA 23 Career Mode on Pete's Dugout. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. If you did like it then please do drop a like and consider subscribing. I'm still working on that outro but I'll be back with another episode very soon.